welcome back. Namibia has launched the second Global Africa Hydrogen Summit under the theme Ambition in Action, Fueling Africa's Green Industrial Revolution. It's hosted by DGM Events in collaboration with the Namibian government and the NIPDB. The summit will convene some of the world's most influential leaders as well as change makers. Joining us now to unpack are two gentlemen at the helm of the preparation and also to inform us what the summit will really mean. Gentlemen, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup. It's lovely to have you with us.
Nina, thank you so much for the invitation. Pleasure to be here with you.
Good evening, Nina.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Just to start with, Damian, perhaps we can, just in relation to the theme, which, as I mentioned, is Ambition in Action, Fueling Africa's Green Industrial Revolution. I want to talk about how that reflects Africa's current readiness and also the strategic direction in developing, a hydrogen economy.
Absolutely. A great question, Nina. And firstly, DMGM are hugely privileged to be invited back to Namibia to host the session of the Global African Hydrogen Summit. We should just mention that the theme of last year's inaugural summit was From Ambition to Action. And because we have seen so much development across the continent, we feel that the position we're in at the moment is that ambition is, and there are no better examples than, for example, the High Iron project, which is earlier in the year, and of course, Dara's Green Hydrogen Village spent some time over the weekend, just really showcasing pilots are now moving into implementation stage. And this is also acted including Kenya, including Mauritania and Egypt. So real readiness is captured in that theme across the continent.
William, I also want to talk about, the types of investments and partnerships that are currently driving green hydrogen projects in Africa.
Yes, there's quite a number of investments and partnerships happening in the green hydrogen or hydrogen economy. For example, we have the recently announced CIF opportunity for Namibia actually apply for bidding, which is about 250 million US dollars, and together with a bunch of other German investments and mechanisms that have been set up that the likes of Norway's Green Hydrogen IN have also benefited from. So there's quite a number of investments that are currently driving the hydrogen economy within Africa.
Well, Damian, as you mentioned, of course, this is the second time that you'll be, hosting this event, planning this event, putting it together. I want to talk about some of the crucial issues that will be addressed during the summit this time around.
Absolutely. What we're finding is certainly over the past year, where, of course, globally, there's a lot of, whether it's geopolitically oriented or economically oriented, and one that this has really dialed down the hydrogen hype. And so what it means is that a lot of the contenders who are still standing are ready to obviously drive the sector forward for the long term. But of course, the stark reality is that with any nascent sector, to kickstart it, you really need that market creation to be robustly driven by demand generation strategy. So that is absolutely critical, one of the thematic pillars of this year's summit. Also, other points, we have 8 themes in focus. If I were to distill 2, I would probably say that co-creation between Africans and their international counterparts is critical. In addition to that, governance as well as local value chain. And I suppose the third point is about developing the local content, localization, and of course, valorization as part of early stage framework agreements. I would say those would be forefront and key priorities for the summit.
Well, unfortunately, last year I wasn't able to attend the summit, but looking from the outside in, it was really meticulously, organized and very well put together. It was a success all around, as I heard from the ones that were in attendance. So I'm sure lots of people are looking forward to the second edition of this. So I want to talk about access to attending and how one, goes about registration, etc. William, perhaps you can expand on that for us.
Yes, definitely. This year we made large considerations for local attendance. So you'd find all on our website, globalafricanhydrogensummit.com or gh2s.com. You'd find all contacts, where I can assist with local participation, depending on the size. And we're not going to shy away from anyone. I know that SMEs sometimes don't have the budget in these events, but we have made consideration to whether you're youth, rural areas. We have set prices for international delegates, obviously, but we've really put on having local participation with global pricing, locals.
Well, over 125 experts are expected, as I mentioned earlier in our news story. So where exactly will you be hosting it this year?
We'll be hosting this event at a hotel in Windhoek, Namibia, same as last year. And we expanded as well our exhibition floor, which we've been getting a very, very high, or the demand is basically high on the floor. We've already filled 50% of our floor. So want to reach out to more companies to actually take this opportunity to actually showcase their products and services, to actually position themselves to actually take within partnerships and investments within the green energy.
Fantastic. Well, Damian, as we round off our discussion, what outcomes is it that you hope, emerges from the summit, this year to catalyze on real action post the event?
Well, it's all in the title, Nina. It's all about the action. And last year we were so pleased that we were actually able to turn on from ambition to action. We had around 10 MOU deal signings, investment declarations. And so for this year, we want to really do ourselves even a better service. And so we've run a 6-month corporate project campaign across the continent, inviting all developers across the continent to meet with investors, to meet with partners, to meet with advisors and financiers. And a lot of those projects where to say are currently incubation stage with our investors being reviewed, so that when we come to the September, there is a structured progress, the project investment roundtables will run on the 10th and 11th of September. And really that's seeing the action being dialed. And so we're also going to show the development since last year's investment roundtables. And I think the opportunity, really, it's a Pan-African one, but the majority of projects received are Namibia-based. All types of companies, startups, SMEs, as well as medium-sized and large-scale. And so we're really, really excited, super excited about supporting that community to move their projects forward.
Fantastic. Well, we're definitely looking forward to September, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you, Nina. We hope to see you in September.
Thank you for having us, Nina.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that was Mr. Damian Howard and Mr. William Shilamba, both from DMG, speaking to us about the upcoming Global Africa Hydrogen Summit taking place in September here in Windhoek. We'll be right back after this brief break. We've got some more conversation lined up. Stay with us.